All right, my casual duelists. Casual duelist here. And it's Monday. And we're no longer doing deck masters. So, at least for a couple of weeks, I thought I'd show off some decks that I played in other trading card games. And this week, I decided to dig out some Dragon Ball Super cards. I used to play this right around like the beginning of the game, almost for like the first year. And I'm not going to show all the little decks that I used to have. I just want to focus in on the one I think is the coolest, and that would be my Metacooler deck. So first off, we got to use this version of Metacooler for our leader card. It does have an auto effect when you place this into the leader area. You get to choose one of your copies of Big Eddie's Star from your deck and place it in the battle area in active mode. For those of you who may have played like Duel Masters, Kaijudo, or Magic the Gathering, ready mode will be the like the untap status, whereas the other way, the I don't know if they're going to use the term exhausted or what, would be like your tapped. So you're going to put that into play untapped, just because words get confusing after a while. And one of the other things that's kind of necessary to know, you're supposed to have 8 hit points in this game. And it's very similar to Pokemon, whereas you take cards off the top of your deck, you treat them as prizes, and you would have 6 of them off to the side. In this game, you'll have 8 of them, and once you reach a certain threshold, your character can do what's called Awaken. Awaken is very cool in Dragon Ball Super. All it is a power-up, and the Awaken for this copy of Metacooler happens when your life is at least 4 or less. In order to perform Awaken at that point, draw 2 cards, flip the card over. So we will go from a 10k base up to a 15k. Will become Nucleus of Evil Metacooler Core, which will have a once per turn effect. If 3 or more of your Metacooler are in play, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, switch it to Rest. So it's not exhausted, it's Rest. Rest is tap. This will allow us to a little bit of control. And then the auto effect. I tried to say automatic and automated, and it wasn't working. When this card attacks automatically, place up to 3 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area. Choose up to one of your Metacooler and or Metacooler cores from the drop area, and then add that card to your hand. And again, it's going to be worth a base 1500. So he's really cool. I always liked him as a villain, Team 4-star. They did like this crazy, it's slightly inappropriate if you got kids, but it's kind of funny. They do the abridging of the Dragon Ball Z, and I really did like the Metacooler bit. So like, let's get into the rest of the deck. I don't remember how many cards these are supposed to be. It's close to 50. It might actually just be 50. And again, they have a rule of 4, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 3. Their rule was 4. This may have changed since I played, but this is the deck as of me playing that. So we were using, let's see, I think it's just 4 of these guys. 4 copies of Awakening Core Metacooler. This thing could block and help combo. For the cost of 1 energy, it would combo up for 10k. Casts on 5, 2 need to be yellow energy. Or you can pay it for its evolution cost, at which point you'll place it on top of Metacooler and play it for this cost instead of this one. So you'll cut it from 5 down to 4, and you'll just stack the card. It does have a permanent effect. If your opponent's life is 4 or less, your Metacooler leader card can awaken. And it doesn't matter if that would be early. You can awaken early then based on how much you're pressing the advantage on your opponent. So again, pretty cool card. Another permanent effect, all Metacooler in your battle area gain the following, which is double strike. So now whenever they deal damage to the opponent's leader card, instead of doing 1 damage, they will do 2. So again, a lot of just really good effects. So there was that. We were using 3-4 copies of Dodoria, the Emperor's Attendant. This is one of the better block cards. Auto, when you combo with this card, if your leader is yellow and your life is 4 or less, draw 1 card and add 10,000 to this card's combo for the duration of this turn. So again, it will be a 10,000 combo if you're in the Awaken. So once you got into the more, fight for your life portion of the game, you could do this very well. And additionally, it's a 12K they cast on too. So again, not too bad. There are probably better options nowadays, like I keep saying. The next part is the real reason I loved this deck. And to everybody out there who's played Magic the Gathering, you've probably heard of Relentless Rats. And if you guys maybe played the Naruto CCG, right at the end there were samurai that were to deal with the whole Kage Summit storyline. And these cards broke the rules in their respective games of the rule of 4. So these cards, you were allowed to have more than a playset in it. So in this deck, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. 22 copies of Infinite Multiplication Metacooler. And what makes this so annoying is you have to be playing yellow because these can't be paid with any other cost. It's, 2 energy and 2 specific have to be yellow. But you can include as many copies in your deck of this card as you like. And again, if you've watched the movies, if you've played any of like the Xenoverse games, or if you watch the Team 4-Star animation, where they reuse the animation and then they revoice and recut it. You guys know that Cooler is just one of those characters that was able to just break the rules and be multiple, which is very cool and was really the backbone of why this deck works. So it was really cool. We're going to put those over here. That was a big portion of today's deck. Next up, we're going to be playing 4 copies of Metacooler Core. And this is pretty cool. It does have a Union Absorption effect. So what you do is for this cost here, place 1 Big Getty Star in your battle area underneath this card, and then choose up to 1 Metacooler Core from your deck and place it on top of this card. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So it's going to take in another card in order to play another card. So the evolution is, again, something that you can do just as soon as about turn 5. And this leads into our next card. So let's get there. This next one looks amazing, and it's one of the things I loved about it, especially like the early Dragon Ball Super card game. Was just the way that these things look. And so this is Infinite Force Metacooler Core, and this is what you're going to stack on top. And again, we're going to play full play sets. Let's set 3 of them over there. It does have an activated effect. Place 1 Metacooler from your battle area in the drop area. This card gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So every turn, this guy gets to bring back one of your 22 other Metacoolers. Additionally, when you play this card or when it attacks, if Big Getty Star, and I'm going to start calling it the Spaghetti Star because I want to so bad. If that's underneath this card, then you could choose up to 2 Metacooler from your drop area and then put them into play. So now you have 3 additional characters in play, which allow us to swarm the opponent and start doing things. And what's great is this one starts off at 25k. It's 30 almost immediately. And it's just a good boss monster, boss character to end on to support our avatar-ish leader card. So there's that. We are going to play the Big Getty Star. And again, we do get to start with one of these already in play, so we do not pay the costs for that. So again, this allows us to try to do our Union combination real quick. What does this card do? As a field, it says place and activate this in the battle area. Remains in the battle area until you activate another field. So this is going to work a lot like our field spells in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or I'm thinking the original Dragon Ball Z from Score and Upper Deck used battlegrounds as a keyword for this. When you do place this card in the drop area, activate during the main phase, 1 energy, switch this card to rest, place 1 card from the top of your deck into the drop area, choose 1 Metacooler with an energy cost of 2 or less from the drop area and play it. Again, we have 22 that fit the mold on that, plus the additional 4 with the Metacooler Core heads. So again, you have 26 targets to just continually recycle that way. And then we're going to lead it off with, they didn't call them skills, they called them extras, but they were basically skills. They're like almost like the spells of Dragon Ball Super. And you know what? If you're a player and that's wrong, please correct me gently. Again, it has been so long since I played this. We're going to use two different ones. We're going to use a playset of both. First one we're going to use is the Darkness Eye Beam. And again, aesthetics, it's got cooler on it. When do we use it? We use it during the main phases. Choose all of our opponent's battle cards and switch them to rest mode. So again, if they were using, I don't remember if they were called defenders, blockers, interceptors. There's a monster effect out there that allows untapped or readied cards to go ahead and step in to change the attack target to themselves. The Darkness Eye Beam allows us to cut that effect out, so we can either choose to overwhelm our opponent's battle units and their characters, or we can go ahead and just wage all out against their character, their leader, and try to win the game. And then we're going to use 4 copies of the Flying Nimbus, and this is the last card in the deck. We use this as a counterattack. When we use this, negate the attack, place 1 yellow card from the hand into the drop area. If we do, the opponents can only attack 1 more time with battle cards for the duration of the turn. So what this means is their leader could still attack unless you block the leader's attack, which was, again, generally the way I would want to use this. A lot of the friends and people I was playing against would actually attack with their leader first, and then they would send their battle cards out. So again, Flying Nimbus ended up working very well for us back then. So again, guys, I kind of hope that you enjoyed this. Next week, I'm going to do this again. We're going to choose a different game, and I'm going to show you another deck that I've played in the past, just kind of as a sort of break from Yu-Gi-Oh! And eventually what we're going to do probably is I'm going to earn some cards in Master Duel, and I think we're going to bring back Master Duel back to the channel. So again, I'm learning a couple of different video editors right now, and I got to get some cards up because I haven't played that game in months now, and I know I'm just going to get wiped out is what's going to happen. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Yes, I used to play Super, quit right around the Tournament of Power. I did have like a rebrand deck there for a minute. My friend was playing Pride Troopers, like Jiren and them. And I think another one of our friends was playing the, I don't remember if they were Universe 9. It was like the Wolves, the Wolf Trio Brothers or whatever, Bergamo maybe, and some others. So, again, seriously, I hope that you guys enjoy this. If this wasn't your thing, I do apologize. It's just going to be Mondays for a little while. It's not going to become a mainstay of the channel, just something to do in transition. So we're going to be back tomorrow. I may have to proxy a little bit for our common charity deck this week, but we're going to do a week of gadgets. I'm going to break out the gadget playmat, and we're going to do some gadget stuff. So should be fun. And then next week, we're going to be doing some Zombie World stuff because the rest of the stuff, I did contact the vendors, should be in the middle of this week. And I do have a penchant for liking to film ahead. So it'll be next week. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully this was a fun way to start the week. And if you guys played this game, let me know. Other than that, have a great day. See you later.